You know who you should get on is Rick Barry. And
he's
what a buffoon.
Oh, my. Have you heard all of the gaffes that he's made?
Wait till you hear these things.
Yeah.
You will think, how does he
You know what we should do? We should compare his gaffes. Because they're so obvious and the media is all over
him.
Just saying what a dummy he is. We should compare his gaffes with the smartest president ever.
Exactly right.
And just show which... Okay, because this guy's a dummy. Listen how dummy he is.
You will laugh.
Those of you that will be 21 by November the 12th, I ask for your support and your vote. Who they want to lead the Republican nomination.
Did you hear that? 21. Not 18. What an idiot. Now listen to this.
Right.
Listen to what he says about the New Hampshire primary.
And we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about it in harsh and strong terms over the course of the next 4 to 5 weeks as we get ready for those New Hampshire caucuses.
He said caucus instead of primary.
Okay. This is what the media is doing. The media is taking those two clips and saying he's a buffoon.
Yes.
Now,
thank goodness. Thank heaven.
Could we just play just a few that you've assembled here?
Of the most brilliant man to ever walk the face of the earth?
Thank goodness we have the smartest man ever alive, ever, in the White House right now.
I've now been in 57 states. I think one left to go.
Brilliant.
One left to go. Alaska and Hawaii I was not allowed to go to.
Oh, he's brilliant.
For a treatable illness like asthma, they end up taking up a hospital bed. It costs
Listen to this logic.
You gave them treatment early.
Yeah.
And they got some treatment. And a breathalyzer.
Breathalyzer, that's what
your
you
blood alcohol. Oh, an inhaler.
Not a breathalyzer.
Yeah, an inhaler.
Navy corpsman. Christian
Corpsman.
Navy corpsman.
Army corpsman.
I mean, that's
brilliant. You know what? It's like Qatar or gutter.
Yes.
You don't know. It's
the way it should really be pronounced.
Right. It's Navy corpsman.
He's so smart. He doesn't go with the traditional way.
Exactly right.
That's what it is.
He's brave enough to go out there and pronounce it the way it should. Navy corpsman.
Eau Claire is a big, important state.
It's one of the 57 that he mentioned before that a lot of people don't know about the state of Eau Claire.
No, it's a very, very important state.
It's a big, important state.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how big Eau Claire is.
I'm so sick of people
I've heard people refer to it as a town.
I'm sick of this. What is that, Rick Perry? That does something like that?
Yeah.
Let me be absolutely clear.
Okay.
Israel is a strong friend of Israel's.
Now, a lot of people think Israel is an enemy of Israel.
Exactly right.
The
way they have been launching rockets at each other, and nobody's willing to say it. Nobody's willing to say that Israel is launching rockets against Israel. Nobody. But he says,
Barack Obama.
It's a good friend. Israel is a good friend of Israel.
Right.
Listen, Abraham Lincoln helped to build the interstate or the Intercontinental Railroad in the middle of the Civil War.
There's a lot of people who don't even know that the railroad system is intercontinental. A lot of people just think it's transcontinental, but this connects continents.
Yeah.
When was the last time you took a train to Europe? It's been a while for me, but now he's reminded me that we have the Intercontinental Railroad.
Can I tell you something?
I'm going to try it.
People never, you know who think that? They have never read Jules Verne.
Thank you.
Very important scientist.
Yes.
Very important man. Made the little bubbleator and then made the Intercontinental Railway go right underneath at the bottom of the. How do you think they laid the cable later?
People don't know.
The transcontinental cable.
Only
railroad.
Only Obama knows.
Yeah,
because he's so brilliant.
I had a uncle who was one of the who was part of the first American troops to go into Auschwitz.
Now, how many of us had uncles who were in the Red Army?
Well,
not that many.
None that I know of. I mean, you had to have an uncle who was fighting for the Russians.
For the Soviets.
Because the Americans didn't go to Auschwitz.
No, that's right.
It was the Soviets that went into Auschwitz.
That's right.
But it's good.
Yeah, it is great.
This week, there was a tragedy in Kansas. 10,000 people died.
10,000.
An entire town destroyed.
Now, you didn't even hear about the 10,000 people that died in Kansas because most news reports were that 12 people died. But he came out with the genius report that it was 10,000 in an entire city wiped
That's
out.
more than Katrina and 9/11 combined.
That's amazing.
It would be the largest had
lies that the lies
The media
that the media and the left
Mm-hmm.
want to say. You know who's chief among those liars?
Who?
Rick Perry.
Rick Perry.
What
Thank
a
you.
dope that guy is. What a dope. You hear that whole 21 to vote? It's ridiculous.
Or the caucus primary thing.
Hang on. Let's listen to some more. This is genius stuff here.
Our history, America's confronted constantly evolving danger. From the oppression of an empire to the lawlessness of the frontier, from the bomb that fell on Pearl Harbor to...
You remember that bomb that fell in Pearl Harbor?
When we dropped the bomb,
The atom bomb on Pearl
Harbor,
and we made that huge mistake, and we said, "Oh crap, that was supposed to go on Hiroshima."
Yeah, and we're like, crap, we've just nuked
it on
our own. But he would point out, if I may say, that America is a good friend of America.
Yes, that's
despite the fact that we dropped a nuclear bomb on
that's why
Pearl Harbor.
We had to cover that up, and we said
we
dropped
did.
it on Japan, but we didn't. Pearl Harbor.
The time has changed for come.
So when the time changes for come, I don't know even really what to do or why he's talking about that, but that's the genius of Barack Obama.
He's so smart. Forkum. I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah.
What is Forkum?
I don't.
It's like Steakum.
You don't know.
But you're not smart. Did you go to Columbia?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I've driven past it.
Forkum's like Steakum.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
One of the things that is a huge advantage for America compared to countries like Europe.
Now, a lot of people think Europe is a continent, not a country, but he knows that Europe is one country. He knows. Because of his genius, because of his intellect, because
it could be because of his foresight.
It could be.
It could be.
That could be a
his
future
foresight.
prediction.
It could be a future talk. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And I want to be very clear that we are resolved to halt the rise of privacy.
Thank you. It's about time. I'm so sick of privacy.
I've been so worried about that.
If I have one more second of privacy, I'm going to get so pissed. Please halt that rise because I've always wanted. I don't know, people around me at all times.
Now,
even
some
when
might
I'm
say
going
that
to
was
the
an easy
bathroom.
mistake to make. You know what I mean?
Privacy instead of piracy.
You shouldn't harp on it. But those are the same people that want to dismiss things like 21 for the voting age.
21! 21! What an idiot! 21!
Oh, man, that's rich. And so is Barack Obama.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. That's right. But let's not point that out. He's just like you.
That all of us, I think, are deeply disturbed by the crashing of the English embassy.
The English
crashing of the English embassy.
It crashed.
Yeah, it crashed.
And
it was flying out of control, and then it just crashed.
England had just opened up that embassy too by themselves without the rest of Great Britain, because a lot of times the embassy also includes not just England but Wales and Scotland and Ireland.
That's all the same. Oppressor nation,
right?
Oppressor nation. What are you bringing that up for?
I'm just saying.
Please.
He's too brilliant to even understand it. That's what Michelle reminded us of.
Barack, as Oprah said, is one of the most brilliant men you will meet in our lifetime.
And we just heard a sampling of that.
We did.
A little sampling.
And we have those two pieces of audio that the press is playing.
From Rick Perry.
What a dope. But wait, there's more. Because they also have decided that Michelle Bachmann is too stupid. Wait until you hear this one. She's too stupid. She said, I would close the embassy if I were president in Iran. She didn't even know we don't have an embassy in Iran. Except she was on my show days before talking about she didn't understand why they even had an embassy because we closed ours years ago. But remember, she's stupid.